My dear students and all my dear viewers, today we are going to discuss one of the most important chapter of class 10 ICSE Geography. This is natural vegetation. This chapter is very important for the exam because most of the questions which come from this chapter is very common and quite sure. That's why students just take a lot of interest particularly in this chapter. In this chapter I will discuss the each and every detailed description of the portions what is included in ICSE syllabus. First of all, I am going to introduce with the chapter of this or the title of this chapter. The title is natural vegetation. So first of all, here the question arises, what is the meaning of natural vegetation? Very simple definition of natural vegetation is those vegetation which grows naturally. Vegetation means the trees, the shrubs, the bushes, means the forest areas. So those shrubs, bushes or trees which grows naturally is called natural vegetation. Means where do these shrubs and bushes and trees grow naturally? In the forest. That's why we have to discuss here about the forest. Forest is a natural renewable resource and it is very helpful to all of us. Firstly, it helps in maintaining ecological balance. Secondly, it reduces pollution. Thirdly, it maintains humidity. Fourthly, it purifies air and it is also a source of timber, fruits, flowers, fuel, etc. Tree plantation or the forest is very essential. So far as the forest area is concerned, only 22% of the total geographical area of the country is covered with the forest. But the government policy is to increase its area up to 33.3%. Now we come to the point that what are the factors on which this natural vegetation depends. Natural vegetation depends upon three factors, that is rainfall, secondly temperature, and thirdly relief, means what is the height and how far it is from the sea or the mountain, that is relief features. So rain, temperature and relief features, these three are the factors. What is the amount of rainfall, what is the temperature of that place, and what is the relief features of that place. Now we are coming to types of vegetation. Actually natural vegetation is of 5 types. Firstly, tropical evergreen forest. Secondly, deciduous monsoon forest. Thirdly, desert and semi-desert vegetation. This is also known as thorn and scrub forest. And the fourth one is the mountain forest. And the fifth one is the mangrove forest. Mangrove forest may be called as the tidal forest or littoral forest also. So these are the 5 classifications of the forest. Now we are coming to the tropical evergreen forest. Actually, tropical evergreen forest is also known as the rainforest because it grows in that particular area where the rainfall should be more than 200 centimeter. Where the rainfall is more than 200 centimeter, here tropical evergreen forest grow. The temperature, annual temperature for that place should be 25 to 27 degrees C. So this is also very essential part of this one. So we may see here in the map also, particularly the map what you see here. Suppose this is the area, and where the rainforest grows, where the evergreen forest grows. This is the particular area what you see here. Okay. So these are the shrubs and bushes what you may see in the tropical evergreen forest. You can see this is very thick forest. Okay. So now we are coming to the next part. Now we are coming to the areas where it grows. So the most important areas is here the western parts of western Ghat. The second thing what we see here, that is western part of the western Ghat covers parts of Maharashtra. Apart from this, Karnataka, Kerala, eastern Himalayas region or northeast region, suppose Lushai, Khasi Hill, Jaintia Hill, Garo Khasi, Assam Hills, Andaman Nicobar. So many places are there, but you have to remember at least 3-4 places. Firstly, we may remember the western part of Western Ghat. Secondly, Karnataka and Kerala. Thirdly, Andaman Nicobar Island and parts of Assam, or you may call it Northeast India. Now we are coming to the characteristics. They are found in the areas of heavy rainfall. This forest is found in particularly in those areas where the rainfall is too much. That's why it is also called rainforest. Second thing, what we see here, the thick ground cover of forest is characterized by climbers and epiphytes. So many climbers are there, so many epiphytes are there. Climbers means so that very climbers which are just surrounded the trees, which are just take into its own grip. As they do not shed their leaves at the time, here the question arises why this forest is known as evergreen forest. So because this forest does not shed their leaves at the same time. In some trees the leaves are shedding, in some trees the leaves are already coming. So that's why it remains evergreen throughout the year, and it is the region that is called evergreen forest. This forest cannot be exploited easily because due to the dense undergrowth and lack of transport facilities. It is not economically very advantageous to us because there is no transport facilities inside the forest, and it is too dense. It is too dense to exploit. The important trees what we can see here, that is rosewood trees. Rosewood trees is very hard, fine and grain durable trees. It is used for making expensive furniture. They are found in parts of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. Second one is sesame. This is also very hard wood. This is also used for making expensive furniture, and it is also used for house building, railway sleepers, furniture, etc. It is found in Andaman Nicobar Island and Himalayan region. So these are the descriptions of evergreen forest. Now we are coming to the second forest, that is deciduous forest. Actually, deciduous forest, for this forest the temperature should be 24 to 27 degrees C, almost the same temperature is of evergreen forest. And second one is the rainfall. Rainfall is just reducing, and it is only from 150 to 200 centimeter, 150 centimeter to 200 centimeter. So far as the areas for deciduous forest is concerned, it is found in Bihar, UP, Odisha, MP, Manipur, Tripura, Mizoram, Assam, parts of Andaman Nicobar Island. So many parts are there where this forest is found. Now we are coming to the characteristics of this forest. Actually, this forest shed their leaves for about 6 to 8 weeks. The forest shed their leaves in 6 to 8 weeks during the spring season and early summer season, especially in the month of March and April, when moisture is not sufficient for the leaves. The second one, subsoil water is not quite enough for the trees to retain their leaves, क्योंकि पानी का जो लेवल है, ग्राउंड लेवल बहुत नीचे चला जाता है, इसलिए ये अपना लीव शेड कर देता है. बाय अप्रैल और मई द डिसीडियस फॉरेस्ट लुक ऑलमोस्ट बेयर. अप्रैल में तक पूरा सुनसान हो जाता है जंगल, यानी कुछ भी पेड़ों में पत्ते लगे नहीं होते हैं. दीज आर मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट इकोनॉमिकली. लेकिन इकोनॉमिकली ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है क्योंकि ये टिम्बर बहुत ज़्यादा देता है और इसमें रास्ता भी बना हुआ है, तो ये एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट की तरह नहीं है. सो दे ऑक्यूपाई मच लार्जर एरिया देन द एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट, और ये जितने भी फॉरेस्ट होते हैं उसमें सबसे ज़्यादा एरिया को कवर करता है. डिसीडियस मानसून फॉरेस्ट हैव ट्रीज फाउंड इन प्योर स्टैंड्स. जो मेन स्पीसीज में पाया जाता है, जिसमें हम लोग नाम बोल सकते हैं टीक का, तो जो 2-4 मेन इंपॉर्टेंट ट्रीज है उसमें टीक, साल वगैरह इंपॉर्टेंट है. इसके अलावा यानी मैंगो, नीम, जैक फ्रूट वगैरह तो है ही, लेकिन मेन इंपॉर्टेंटली हम लोग पढ़ते हैं टीक के बारे में पहले. तो टीक क्या है, टीक से क्या काम होता है. टीक एक वुड है जिससे फर्नीचर बनता है, घर बनाने का काम आता है, शिप बिल्डिंग बनाने में यूज़ होता है. सेकेंड वन, इसका यूज़ ये वाइट एंड्स का रेसिस्टेंट होता है, इसमें वाइट एंड नहीं लगता. ये यानी जल्दी इसमें इरोड नहीं होता. रस्ट आयरन नेल्स इसमें यानी डस नॉट रस्टिंग इसमें नहीं होता आयरन का. ये पाया जाता है महाराष्ट्र, मध्य प्रदेश, आसाम, उड़ीसा, बिहार वगैरह में. इसके अलावा जो दूसरा इंपॉर्टेंट ट्री है वह है साल. ये भी हार्ड एंड ड्यूरेबल ट्री होता है, इसमें भी वाइट एंड रेसिस्टेंट होता है. ये भी प्योर स्टैंड पर होता है. इट इज़ यूज फॉर मेकिंग रेलवे स्लीपर एंड हाउस बिल्डिंग के लिए इसका यूज़ किया जाता है. ये आमतौर पर नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया और बिहार, MP वगैरह में पाया जाता है. तीसरा इंपॉर्टेंट ट्रीज है इसका सैंडलवुड. सैंडलवुड इज़ वेरी यूजफुल एंड इकोनॉमिकली वेरी इकोनॉमिकल. सैंडलवुड, इससे हम लोग क्या सब काम कर सकते हैं. इससे इसका तेल बनता है, इसके अलावा इसका परफ्यूम बनता है, कॉस्मेटिक्स बनता है, और ये आमतौर पर कर्नाटका वगैरह में पाया जाता है. इसके अलावा जो मेन और ट्री है उसमें सेमुल का ट्री हम लोग बोल सकते हैं। सेमुल का ट्री बहुत ही सॉफ्ट होता है, वाइट होता है। इट इज़ यूज फॉर मेकिंग मैच बॉक्सेज बनाने में, टॉय बनाने में, पैकिंग केसेज बनाने में इसका यूज़ किया जाता है। सो 4 आर द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट ट्रीज व्हाट वी हैव सीन इन द deciduous forest, and they were teak, shal, sandalwood and shemul. These 4 were the important trees. So particularly we'll just stop this video for today because we have already discussed the 2 topics. So everybody, each and every student has to gone through the topics what we have discussed here, and this is very important for the exam. तो दोनों ही टॉपिक जो हमने पढ़ाया है अभी, इसमें सिर्फ हमें याद रखना है कि क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशन उसका क्या है, दूसरा चीज़ कि उसका एरिया क्या है, किस किस टाइप का ट्री वहाँ पर पाया जाता है, क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशंस, एरिया, उसका कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स और उसका कौन कौन सा ट्री और साथ में उसका यूजेस क्या है। वो ये हम लोग एवरग्रीन के लिए पढ़ेंगे, डिसीडुअस के लिए। और एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चन जैसे हमने कहा कि यहाँ पर कि वाई इज़ एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट नोन एज एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट। दूसरा हमने कहा कि सबसे ज़्यादा एरिया कौन फॉरेस्ट ये करता है, तो वह है डिसीडुअस फॉरेस्ट, सबसे ज़्यादा एरिया कवर करता है। इसके अलावा ये किस महीने में लीव शेड करता है, ये सब जो पार्ट है जो मैंने पर्टिकुलर इस वीडियो में डिस्क्राइब किया है, तो इसको हम लोग अच्छी तरह से ध्यान में देखेंगे। इसके अलावा जो नेक्स्ट वीडियो हमारा ऑलरेडी आएगा उसमें हम लोग बाकी के जो 3 फॉरेस्ट हैं उसको उसमें डिस्कस करेंगे, एंड आई थिंक दिस विल बी वेरी यूजफुल फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स. So those students who has not yet subscribed the channel, they must subscribe it, because so many videos of ICSE regarding geography, history and English will come particularly and will reach to you as early as possible. जैसे मेरा वीडियो बनेगा अगर तुम सब्सक्राइब किए हो तो फटाफट वो सबसे पहले तुम्हारे पास ही पहुंचेगा, इसीलिए इसे जल्द से सब्सक्राइब कर लेना चाहिए जिससे कि हम अच्छा मार्क्स SSC में ला सकते हैं. ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच.